Alright, this is what you've asked for and begged for, so now you're getting it. Andre Ward versus Roy Jones at 168 pounds. Uh, y'all want the, you must have forgot Roy Jones. I don't think, I don't think Andre Ward was ready for that. I kind of think that the past Roy Jones defeats have kind of clouded your brain as like you believe that's how Roy Jones is, and you can't. And you're looking at Andre Ward now and his success. And I've just been studying this. I mean, I'm still studying. I've been studying tapes all Roy Ward. I done watched about 5, 6 fights of each, and I'm telling you, there is no way Andre Ward beats Roy Jones. And I'm not saying Roy stops him, but Roy buckled him a couple of times in the fight. And it all comes down to what Andre Ward is not used to doing. Andre Ward has a lot of flaws, but he makes up for them real quick and he disguises them really well. Roy makes these mistakes in a rhythm because his reflexes were so sharp they would get him out of it. He's more smoother than Andre Ward. Andre Ward fights more of a Bernard Hopkins type of style fight. And most of the guys he's been facing hadn't had a lot of lateral movement and wasn't very good inside fighters. Except for Saki Obika, but he's not sound. The only guy that would have really gave him problems and fits, he never faced, and that was Glenn Johnson. Now, the situation with Ward, not saying Ward ducked him or nothing like that, but the situation with Andre Ward is he would have to deal with a Roy Jones who sets movement, who sets the pace, who can fight on the inside, who knows how to find your weakness and capitalize off of it. See, Ward's weakness is what's going to cost him the fight. It's the fact that Roy has a very educated right hand. Andre Ward does not. Has nothing to do with the shoulder surgery or anything else. His right hand is very undeveloped. He does not commit to it. He fights like a southpaw fighter, where the right hand really isn't 100% well. I mean, he could throw it, but it's not really authoritative like his left. Everything he does is to set up the left. He's another, basically, Miguel Cotto. And what happens is, he uses his right hand to basically catch shots. But, because he's so not accustomed to being offensive with his right hand, he lets things go. He kind of telegraphs his shots. You know he's going the left hand because you know he's not going to lead off with the right. He very rarely starts a right hand lead and then goes into a combination or right hand lead left hook. It's very rare you're going to catch Ward throwing one of those. And if he does, he's going to chicken wing. It's like the broke wing and come back. There's no real full extension with the right hand the way it should be, authoritative. And if he does throw it, he's going to run in and grab real quick so that nothing can come back because he's out of his comfort zone. Roy Jones Jr. would throw a vicious left over that right hand because it's so underdeveloped and it might rock Andre Ward and get his attention. Roy could throw it in a corkscrew way to where he could bolo swing it over. He could throw it in a 45-degree angle. Roy was vicious with his left hook, and I mean it is hard to time because Roy fights in his own rhythm and he keeps his right hand ready, cocked to go. And every time he throws it, bam, he escapes. Roy can stay on Andre Ward's right side and give him problems all night long and dictate the offense and the flow. And it will look like Andre Ward is stuck in mud fighting Roy Jones. He will not be set. He makes a lot of errors with his feet. where he gets squared up a lot of times, but he has not faced a fighter to exploit these things that he does in the ring. He's a good, solid fighter. Andre Ward is very good, solid fighter. Very educated as far as seeing things from his opponent, and he's able to mask what he's not good at and fool you into believing that, you know, he's still dangerous in a position where he's vulnerable. And he doesn't give you the opportunity to capitalize. But those are against flat-foot fighters. Guys who are not able to counter. Now you're going to have to do that and prove that against guys with a little bit more season. We're talking about 168-pound Roy Jones. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. This is, y'all must have forgot that I'm nice to these. This is what I do. We can go on and on. Mike McCall and Billy Pazzi. Y'all must have forgot who Roy Jones was at that time. That was a bad man. And you just got to bring more than a left hook coming in there to beat Roy Jones. And no, Roy don't get that done. I say Roy by unanimous decision.